work on.
Well, I want to be clear about Muse. One time, we discovered Mr. Bellamy was here. I got him on. He's anti-New World Order. He's a fan of the show. He links. The only 3 links on his website are to Prison Planet, InfoWars, and Propaganda Matrix, all our group of sites. I can't, but I got his number, but it was a U.S. number. I didn't think to get the other one, and his management will not let him come on this show. So to Mr. Bellamy, hey, bro, get in contact with InfoWars. We want to have you on. I know you wanted to hook up sometime, but your management, for some reason, will not let us get through your blockade. I appreciate your call, Tony. Let's talk to Joseph in California. Joseph, you're on the air with Mr. Delingpole from the Telegraph. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Hey, I just want to let you know I heard today that the LA Unified School District is requiring all their students to give their fingerprints to get their school lunches.
No, that's going on everywhere. It's to track everything you're doing. Any comments on the environment?
You know, I think it's just all part of the whole thing. It's just a control grid, kind of get these kids all acclimated to being controlled and being manipulated by the government. And second of all, thank you for being a patriot, and thank you for waking people up. You've helped me to wake up so many of my friends through all your information and your websites. And you are a true patriot, my friend.
Well, thank you, sir. Look, I have no future if we don't beat these people, and neither do you or anybody. Thank you, Joseph. We found the name of it. It's EcoSnoop, and it's got thousands of postings on its front page of their neighbors saying, look, their garden is unkept. EcoSnoop. This place has some lights on at night. Well, people may be working. In fact, go to the front page of EcoSnoop. It's actually got, the photos and tattletale section. I want to show that. So that's something for you, James. EcoSnoop. What do you think of that?
I think we should all make it our business, Alex. I think we should all try here and now to get ourselves snooped on EcoSnoop. I think we should wear it as a badge of honor. If our neighbor catches us with our lights on, burning through the night, that should be a badge of honor.
Absolutely. In fact, I want to be on the top of the EcoSnoop list because.
No, I do.
I mean, we're supposed to, I guess, freeze in the dark or something. A couple more quick calls with James Delingpole. JamesDelingpole.com, of course, is the website. When's the new book coming out? Because I want to get you on when that comes out.
You so do, Alex. Your listeners are going to totally love it. It is called Watermelons, and it is about the eco-fascist conspiracy, about how it all started, what they believe, stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to bring it out reasonably soon, maybe before Christmas, I hope.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead now and go quickly. Frank in New York, you're on the air with James Delingpole, eco-criminal.
Yes, good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon, James.
Hey,
congratulations on your work, both of you. What I wanted to say is this. I find it comical that the Prince of Wales can point his finger at people for taking a bath in cold climates, yet he has over 26 estates and lives a lavish lifestyle that's that of a wastrel. And I think right now, since the issues are before the world elite regarding eugenics, I think right now it's time for the masses to start to demand that those such as the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Windsors, all of those individuals that are behind this and that really have taken so much
how
of the world's
about
wealth.
they cut first? Or if we're all, that's a great point. I mean, this has been pointed out a lot, but how about they cut first? I mean, if this is really going to happen, James?
Yeah. I really noticed, Tom York flying less and all these people, all these eco-freaks, all the eco-celebrities. I've noticed how they've really reined in on their travel, on their flights and stuff. Not. No, I mean, and Prince Charles, he's constantly flying over to Rio and places like that to talk about the peril facing the world. Well,
Well, he'll have a few stunts where he holograms into Austin from one of his estates to save fuel, but then he's still traveling. He does a few stunts.
He does that, and don't forget, he's got a massive entourage. He's got his posse, his royal posse, who'll go with him. He's very much part of the problem, I think, rather than...
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna come back to Tony and then Frank, because Frank hadn't had enough time, and then Dave and John. We're going to let James Delingpole go, but as soon as Watermelons comes out, we want to get you on the broadcast. But do you agree with me that we're really starting to turn the tide against them?
We're turning the tide on this particular one, but believe me, they are going to find different ways, be it biodiversity or ocean acidification. They will never stop on their quest to increase their control, increase their taxation, increase, regulation, because this is essentially what they're about. They hate freedom.
They really do. They're authoritarians masquerading in a green jumpsuit. God bless you, Mr. Delingpole. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Your call straight ahead. Tons of news. Stay with us. Transmission continues.
You've seen our SinoFresh banner on the GCN website.
Yet your sinusitis is still a problem.
Are you waiting for your sinusitis to go away by itself?
Are you waiting for a SinoFresh discount?
Okay, here it comes.
But first, the facts.
67 other products merely treat symptoms.
And not the cause of sinus problems.
And 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress just like you. But now many are finding relief with the only patent-protected homeopathic nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of sinusitis. SinoFresh.
Now, here's your limited-time discount offer to use SinoFresh.
Call 888-906-3636 right now for $2 off per bottle when you mention GCN. That's it. Just call 888-906-3636 and mention GCN for a $2 discount.
But hurry, this offer is only for the first 1,000 customers.
Call 888-906-3636. 888-906-3636. Call right now for $2 off per bottle.
Mention GCN.
Buy SinoFresh.com. It works.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship, body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gold. If you listen to the radio, watch TV, or surf the net, you're hearing about gold. Eventually you will ask yourself, is gold right for me? The answer might surprise you. We protect ourselves and our families from many things. Do you have medical insurance? Is your home insured? Do you carry life insurance? How about financial insurance? If you own gold, then the answer is yes. If you don't own gold, the question is, why don't you have financial insurance? We put our faith in things we trust. Do you trust the dollar? Do you trust the economy? Do you trust the government? Gold has always been something you can trust. For thousands of years, people have put their faith in gold. Where will you put your faith? Now is the time to protect yourself and your family. Call Midas Resources today at 1-800-686-2237, extension 242. 1-800-686-2237, extension 242, and ask for Jim Parker. Let me help you get started today. 1-800-686-2237, extension 242.
Off-the-grid remedies can still be grown in your own backyard. Tap into powerful off-the-grid healthcare using all-natural, time-tested herbal medications that you grow yourself with the new Survival Herb Bank. Take the first preventative step against the coming socialized medical shortages with survivalherbbank.com. Traditional herbal remedies have been used effectively for centuries, but the big pharmaceutical and big government cartel can't patent their natural healing powers. That's why they are trying to ban them. The Survival Herb Bank contains 20 powerful herbs, all with proven track records as off-the-grid remedies. And here's the best part. When you grow your own herbal medicines, potencies go through the roof. Learn more at survivalherbbank.com. Plus, get the ebook, How to Grow Your Own Herbs for Survival Remedies, a $39 value, free with every Survival Herb Bank order. Now at less than half price while supplies last at survivalherbbank.com. Or call 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. survivalherbbank.com.
By the way, I just got word we're going to have a special guest at the very start of the broadcast tomorrow with a lot of breaking info. I'm just going to leave it at that until tomorrow. You'll want to join us 11 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. It's going to be extremely informative information. Now, to have continuity, I want to go back to Frank because we were just talking to him. Then we're going to go to Pastor, who we really pay attention to when he contacts us because he's always got key intel. And do we find that Snap Scout thing, the new Tattletale program? Because last time it was a secret program he brought to us. But finishing up with Frank, sorry I got cut off by the break, Frank. You're saying the eugenics is out in the open, and you've got all these people worth trillions of dollars combined who have these lavish lifestyles telling old ladies they can't take a hot bath. Go ahead.
And also, Alex, I look at the situation like this. Since these are the people that want eugenics and supported it, I think they should be the first ones that should really go into the plan, and they should realize that most of their lives have been wastrels. They've been wastrels. They've squandered tremendous wealth. They've caused many social problems. And I'm going to say this, that the DuPonts, the Rothschilds, the Nobels, the Rockefellers, Al Gore's aunt's company, a major shareholder in Occidental Petroleum, Hooker Chemical. These people have raped the environment for generations. They've profited by it. And I think if we're going to have a green global plan with a carbon signature, these people's assets should be taken and used to pay, for this rather than the poor and the individuals.
Well, I've got a better idea. Let's discredit them with that obvious hypocrisy, but then let's have courts of law for all the crimes they've committed and their open conspiracy for a tyrannical world government. Let's bring them to justice and then take their wealth and pay off the debts they've created and put on our backs. How about we do that through the court of law?
And it would be very easy for the IRS to look at the trusts that were set up prior to the income tax and the Federal Reserve.
Which made them exempt from it. They got all that, exactly.
The IRS could do is look at it and say, oh, all the taxes you owe and penalties. Therefore, that wealth immediately would be wiped out, just with the interest with the penalties. And I think that's the lesson that should really be brought. It's too bad that, and I'm wondering, too, with this plan, does the super elite, most of their children aren't that bright, and the point is this, the people that make new wealth are often people of the working and the poor and the middle class that work and that have a different work ethic. And I'm wondering, who do the elite think is going to do the cooking?
No, all their publications say they're going to have a tiny 500 million population that is biologically designed. That's a Pentagon official report. In fact, where's that big binder? Here it is. Here it is. This report put out 2 years ago that Beck's finally covering. National Intelligence Council, Global Trends 2025, A Transformed World. They say we'll be suboid, brainwashed, drugged creatures that serve them for national security. You cannot make this stuff up. It's online, folks, on the Pentagon. So there'll be 500 million of us. The rest will be robots, drones, drone aircraft, just a tiny world of their servants. And then they also talk about once they phase out of that, they're seriously discussing only bringing it down to a few thousand people.
Yeah, and I think that's utterly ridiculous. And what I think should be done is that those such as Prince Philip, that at the 1994 World Wildlife Banquet said that he wants to be reincarnated as the Ebola virus so he can destroy 2 billion people. Well, if that isn't an arrogant, non-human kind of philosophy, I mean, it goes to show what happens when people are living way beyond their means, and by their means,
it's simple.
I mean, they're not producing anything themselves.
Well, they're parasites, so they have disgust for the host, but if you study elites, didn't matter if it's Asia, Europe, Latin America, Mesoamerica, any powerful elite, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 generations down, become complete inbred psychopathic lunatics that just start killing everybody because that's their only enjoyment. And a lot of times people like Nero and others commit suicide. In fact, the philosophers, I have some of these quotes in Endgame, of the globalist, some of the top transhumanist philosophers say, I will destroy the earth for my go on willing. I will kill myself. I will kill others. They get into just this infantile, I mean, it's not enough to be into gross sexual stuff. It's not enough to have wars and kill masses of people. Lenin wrote poetry about blowing the earth up, blowing the sun up. It's on record that he would have a little rowboat take him over to an island where all these rabbits had bred, and he would just for hours run around with a shotgun shooting them and biting them. And there's a Clint Eastwood movie, I forget the name of it. It's where they're looking for bank robbery money that's hidden in a church. But there's a scene where they ask some guy on the side of the road for help, and he pulls up and pops the back of the truck open or the car and lets out all these white rabbits and is running around shotgunning them. That's based on Lenin. Lenin would just for hours just murdering white rabbits. I mean, these people are completely nuts. I appreciate your call. We're going to come back with Pastor Dave, John, Jonathan, and many, many others, and a bunch of other news we haven't gotten to. We also have 2 key search terms today that are key to get out to everyone. We'll tell you those on the other side.